very quick comment. Back in 2020, when we had all that violence across the country, there was something that I learned that I said at that time, that's run by Marxists. Marxists have nothing going for them except they love chaos. They love stirring up chaos for whatever reason, even if the reason is just scratch your head, huh? Because they love chaos. Now, if you remember George Floyd and the officer and everything, the Marxists were holding their bated breath because they were waiting for another reason to incite chaos, to start up chaos again. It's like their drug. They get high off of it. Excuse me. And when the officer got his day in court and got the punishment that he deserved, the Marxists were frustrated. They hated that. They didn't want him to be found guilty and go to jail. They wanted him to be released so that they have a reason to create more chaos. They needed that drug, that fix. That I can't even do it because I don't smoke. But it was their drug and they were very upset. And then, of course, the chaos continued, but I had forgotten about the Marxists. How the Marxists are running loose in our country. And nothing holds them together except a reason to stir up chaos. And then when the Supreme Court made that ruling and overturned Roe versus Wade, we got a lot of people who were very happy and excited. And the other side, well, most of them live in Democrat states, and most still have, abortion made still legal. But I just don't understand. I mean, I know they were lied to, that it's a constitutional right and everything. And it was like, I don't know who's been feeding them that lie, but I know but still the thing got to me is, why are they so upset? Though, most of them are probably in states where it's still legal at the state level, so I couldn't understand why they wanted to burn down the Supreme Court and start stirring up trouble and everything. And then it dawned on me. It was sort of like a forgotten memory. Just came back to me. Because in the more and more I saw it, I saw a woman there screaming like a banshee and just wailing around like and throwing a tantrum. I'm like, oh my God. Talk about people who say get a life when it comes to, a TV show. But for something like this, where the sky is falling down on us, or other videos of women, about to go to war, and I'm like, you still have abortion. What is the problem? It's still legal. It's at the state level where it should be. Didn't you learn that in school? It's like, and then it dawned on me. The people who are charging up the motor of chaos are Marxists. The terrorists who went up and down the street in front of the justices' homes, they were all paid for. I'll bet you they were paid for by Marxists. Who would risk going to jail? I mean, now that we have soft crime, DAs or whatever the hell we got. But they're Marxists. Every one of them. Every one of them. The Marxists started it back in 2020 with all the fires and the explosions and the fighting and the looting and the smashing and the theft. Because I would start thinking about, okay, thou shalt not steal. And what have we got? A lot of stealing. Thou shalt not murder. And they murder. Thou shalt not commit false witness against thy neighbor. Well, they lied about other people. They lie about Republicans and conservatives. They say things about conservatives and Republicans that is far from the truth. They said so many lies about President Trump. And it's like, it's Marxists. Marxists. That's who's behind all this. Marxists. Because it doesn't make sense. None of this makes any sense. It's still legal. The legalities are at state level where it should be. I mean, abortion wasn't made illegal in our country. It's still legal in many states. Because it's now back at the state level where it should be. Just like our homeland, we're back in our homeland in Israel, where we were before the Philistines came roaring in on their boat, ransacked us, and threw us out of our land some 1,000 years ago. 2,000, whatever it was. So now abortion is back at the state level where it should be. And many of these people, many of these pro-choicers live in Democrat states where abortion is still legal. So I couldn't understand what the fuss was, what the problem was, why they're so bouncing off the walls like crazy people. Like I said, if I were an independent, I'd say, ooh. I'd say far away from you. You're not. If you're a representative of peace-loving Democrats, whoa, as an independent, I wouldn't go anywhere near you. I'd rather go with a Republican because I see what you're like, and you're too crazy for me. So I'll go over here and see if Republicans are better than what I'm seeing over here. But it's all Marxists. It's all Marxist. So anyway, that's all I want to say. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening in. I'll see you later. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.